Alrighty, Miss Loesch, this is my exam number 2 video post. So here we go. Alrighty, so this is going to be my first question. So the question is, basically a pap smear test. According to a study published in Scientific America, the probability that a woman has cervical cancer is 0.0008. The chance that a pap smear test will incorrectly come back positive, indicating that a woman without cervical cancer has cervical cancer, is 0.03. What is the probability that a random chosen woman who has this test, the pap smear, will be both free of cervical cancer and test positive? And give a statement to interpret your answer. Okay, these were our givens, the 0.0008 and the 0.03. The 0.0008 represents the women who have cervical cancer, which is represented in this box. Cancer total. There you go. So I decided to go with a sample of 1,250,000. So that's where I go over to my next step, where right here I did 0.0008 times 1,250,000, which came out to 100. From there, I subtracted 1,250,000 minus 100, came out to 1,249,900. Then I popped up to the 0.03. The 0.03, the reason I went up to that one is because that was a given. So, this was my next step. Take the 0.03 times 1,249,900, which comes out to 37,497. You pop down here, and you basically just do the same thing. 1,249,900 times the opposite of no cancer. Just the rest of that, which would be 0.97. Come out to 1,212,403. Alright, and this is where it gets, this is where you actually get your answers. So you got the 0.03 up here, and so the question is, what is the probability that a randomly chosen woman who has this test, the pap smear, will be both free of cervical cancer and test positive? So this is the box we're looking for. So basically, we pop down here. What I did is I took this number and divided it by this. The 37,497 divided by 1,250,000, and I came out to this, a 0.29996, and I decided to round that to a 0.30. So, concluding, the probability that a randomly chosen woman who has this test will be both free of cervical cancer and test positive is 0.300, or 3%. Alrighty, I don't know if I have to show my face for the second video, but I might as well. So, number 2, the weather report indicates we will receive between 2 and 8 inches of rain tomorrow, with all the amount of rain in that range being equally likely. Construct the graph of the probability model and use it to find the probability of receiving between 3 and 5 inches of rain. Alrighty, so we're going to pop on over to StatCrunch. So we're going to pop on over to the binomial calculator. This is exactly what we need for this situation. So, number of trials, N, is 7, because counting 2 to 8 is 7. Popping over to the P represents the probability of it actually happening, which would be 3 out of 7, because, again, the range is 3 to 5, which is three numbers. And then you come over here to the probability equation, and basically you got the 3 and the 5, which is what's considered a success in this situation. And that comes out to 0.6132627.2. Which, if we were to round that, put it in a percentage form, there'd be a 61.3% chance of this happening. And then you got, obviously, the shading right here that shows, his little window of success in red. So, yeah.